This video is being presented by CryptSec. So I am Saroj and I will be instructor for today. So basically in this series of Linux tutorial, we have already gone through some of the Linux fundamental concepts as well as commands. So in this today video, we are going to look at is how we can add users as well as groups, and while going through it, we will also look at how we can set file permissions to each level of users in our Linux machine. So without any delay, let's get started, guys. So the first command we are going to look at is how can we add users in our Linux machine. So to do so, we need to type add user. So the command add user simply tell us to add a user of our choice. Okay, so after add a user, we need to specify the username. So the username can be anything. For the sake of example, I am writing robot. Okay, so you can write any username in this command. Okay, so the main thing here to remember is that while adding a user in our Linux machine, either we have to be in a root prompt or we need to specify sudo before the command. Okay, because the normal user or the user with the low privileges do not have any access to add a user in their machine. Okay, so after we type the command, we need to type enter. Okay, so here the terminal is being asking my password. 1 2 3 sorry my bad. Okay, now our user, user robot, it has been successfully updated. Okay, so again the terminal is being asking password for the user robot. So you can specify as the password of your choice. So for this example, I am writing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so the password is being updated successfully. So again the terminal is being asking us some additional information about the user robot. So I will just skip this. Is the information correct? Yes. Okay, so the user robot is being successfully updated in our Linux machine. So to verify whether the robot user is being successfully updated in your machine or not, we can verify it through etc/password text file. So it is a text file where all the users details is being held. Okay, so to check it, let's do /etc/password. So if we go to the bottom of this text file, we can see robot here. Okay, so with the robot user, here are some other additional information with it, that we can see /home/robot, which means when you create a user in our Linux machine, it will automatically create default directory which is given as /home/robot. Okay, so here is also default informations about the robot user. So it has been saying it has its default directory /home/robot and is default shell /bin/bash. Okay, so I will just quit from it. So I am out from the text file. So suppose if we forget the password for the user robot, we can change it through sudo password then the username. So in this case, username is robot. Okay, so it is being asking for us new password. So you can I will just write hello. Let's see, hello. So again the password is being updated successfully. Okay, now we have seen how we can add users and how we can change the password for the user. So let's see how we can delete the user. Okay, so to do so, we need to type sudo userdel and the username. So in this case robot is a username. So simply press enter. So if you see again the text file by going through less /etc/password, and as we go in the bottom of this text file, there is no any user called robot. So this means we have deleted the user robot from our machine. Okay, so now we have seen how we can add users as well as how we can delete users. So let's jump into how we can add group in our Linux machine. Okay, I will just clear this terminal. Okay, to add a group in our Linux machine, we need to type sudo group add, then the group name. So in this case I will just type sales. Okay, so you can type any group name in your machine. Okay, in your terminal. So I'll just press enter. So there is no any error prompt. It means our sales group is being updated in our Linux machine. So to check whether the sales group is being added or not, we can verify less/etc/group. So if you go on bottom of this text file, we can see sales here. Okay, it means we have created our group successfully in our Linux machine. So just I will quit from it here. Okay, so now we have seen how we can add group. So let's see how we can add specific user in our group called sales. Okay, so to add a user in our group sales, we can do this by typing sudo add user, then the username. So in this case I will type Saroj, and the group name is sales. Okay, just press enter. Then the terminal is prompting us some message telling that adding user Saroj to group sales, adding user Saroj to group sales done. It means that we have successfully add a Saroj user in the group called sales. Okay, now we will see how we can delete the specific user from the group called sale. So to do so, we need to type sudo del user, then the username, then the group name. So it is just kind of opposite. Why will delete users, and why will delete users, specific users from the group. Okay, so in this user case we will type user del, but while we delete the user from the group, we need to specify del user. Okay, so few things to remember here. So while you press enter, so it means it tells us removing user Saroj from group sales done. Means we have deleted Saroj user from the group sales. So let's see how we can delete a group sales from our machine. So to do so, we need to type sudo group del, then sales. So let's press enter. Okay, there is no any error prompt. It means that we have successfully done it. So let's verify it. So to verify it, we need to type less/etc/group. Okay, so while we go at the bottom of this text file, we can see there is no any user called there is no any user called sales here. Okay, it means that we have deleted the group called sales from our Linux. Okay, so now we have clearly seen how we can add users as well as groups and how we can delete them. So let's jump into how we can set file permissions for each users as well as groups. Okay, so as Linux is a multi-user operating system, so there can be a situation where each users and each groups have their own duties as well as own rules. Okay, so for the security sake, if we need to differentiate their duties and rules for each others from each others, we can set it true by defining the file permissions for each groups and users. Okay, so suppose if I am in a user source, as you can see in my screen, suppose if I create a file car-file.txt. okay, so if I input here something, hello there, how are you, and if I save it, then if I go and do long listing of this file.txt, then here is something. Okay, the first column describes the first dash in the first column means it's a file. Okay, this second 3 line here, R means read, W means write, and dash means nothing. So mainly there are 3 layers of file permissions in Linux machine. Okay, R for read, W for write, and X for execute. This 3 line here describes that the user source has read and write permission only. Okay, then this 3 line here describe the user, the group source has only read permissions. Okay, then this 3 line here describes the user expect from source and group source has only read permissions. Okay, so isn't it simple, guys? So let's change these permissions. Okay, so if I need execute permissions in the file.txt, we can do it through set change mode plus x, then the name of the file. So if I do again ls-l, then file.txt, then we can see here I have got execute permissions also. Okay, so this is simple. Okay, so but we can see here the group has only written execute permissions, and the users expect from source and source group has only read and execute permission. Suppose if I need to give write permissions for other users also, we can do it through change mode. So before this, we can go and check it through by logging into another user. Okay, so if I go and log into robot which we have created before, robot, then passport 123, I guess. Okay, so if I go and do ls-l and text.txt, okay, sorry, file.txt, my bad. So you can see here I have got only read and execute permissions, but if I need write permissions, I need to go to source. Okay, so that I can change it. Okay, so if I need to change the permissions for other users, I can do it through change mode for others O. Okay, O for others users, then I have to give write permissions. Okay, then the name of the file.txt. So if I go again and log into robot, I can see here 123 ls-l file.txt. Then I can see here I have write permissions also. So if I do cat -- file.txt, I can write here. Okay, hello Saroj. message from robot, control D. So if I go back to source, get file.txt, I can see here hello servos message from robot. Okay, so it's simple guys. Okay, so the same task can be achieved through another format. Okay, so this is a symbolic format, but we can do it through numeric format also. Okay, so for this we have to remember three numeric, okay, three numbers. Okay, so the first 4 means I have got only read permissions, 2 means I have got write permissions, and 1 means I have got execute permissions. Suppose a user has got 7th number in his permission. Okay, that means it has got read permission also, write permission also, and execute permissions. Okay, suppose let's change this file. Okay, again reset here, I have done file.txt. Okay, so if I want to change this file, again do chmod change mode, then I need to give all level permissions for the user. Okay, that means 7 means I have got read permissions, write permissions, and execute permissions. The second number belongs to groups. Okay, suppose I need to give only 5, means I have got only read permissions and execute permission. Suppose this 5 means for the group. So if I need to change for others users also, I need to specify so 1. Okay, that means I have given only execute permissions for other users. So if I write txt text, and if I go and back log into robot 1 2 3, then if I do ls-l, I can see here that I have got only execute permission. Okay, so if I try to write this file .txt, I have got permission denied. Okay, this means we can change the permissions in 2 steps. Okay, in 2 layers. Okay, means one for symbolic and one for numeric. So that's it guys. So I hope you like it. So if you need any additional informations, please comment below. Okay, so thanks for watching. Goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for further videos. Okay, bye bye.